and a bit of pop culture punditry, I am joined by three guests. Here with me in Toronto is Rachel Giza, senior editor of The Walrus magazine. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Stephen Marsh is with us, Esquire magazine columnist and the author of Love and the Mess We're In. Hello, Stephen.
Hi.
And from our Washington, D.C. studio, we are joined by David Plotz, the editor-in-chief of Slate magazine. Hi there, David.
Hello.
Let's get the most important question out of the way first. Which one of you has perfected their horse dancing moves?
Well, I have two kids, so, Gangnam Style has been everywhere in my house. We do it all the time. We do it every morning.
Do they love Gangnam Style?
Absolutely love it.
You have a child?
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old. And when it first hit, I thought it was only a kid thing. I didn't realize actually how widespread it was. I assumed just kids were into it, and I had no idea. And then I saw Ai Weiwei do it, and...
Well, then every kid wanted to do it once Ai Weiwei.
Once Ai Weiwei did it, that's what all the kids wanted to do.
What about in your household, David?
Well, my kids with in classic Washington style actually prefer the Mitt Romney style. Right. That's the one that we listen to whenever.
This original video is creeping up somewhere around 1 billion views on YouTube. Rachel, what do all of those views say about size popularity?
I have no idea. I mean, that's the biggest question. I mean, I don't know why this guy, I still think this is more of a weird phenomenon of things going viral so deep, so big, so widespread, only to disappear the next day. The next thing happens. I think the staying power of size is weird to me. I think that I'm not sure what the impact has been actually in the U.S. David, with the revelation that he sang that song where he's pop now, and I don't think that size ever going to replicate this. I think he's peaked. I think the version of himself.
Why is this Korea, not Japanese? Even in Japan, hits are Korea. And I think part of it has to do with why it doesn't break out in America, is that Korea is much more a bridge between Asia. It's a bridge to Asia for Americans and other English speakers than Japan is. That Koreans are much more, a lot more of them speak English. The culture is American culture is proliferated even more there. It's a halfway culture in a way that...
The idea of a woman being ravished, a woman who is sort of reluctantly participating, a virginal woman who, needs to have sort of a framework around her sexual awakening. I mean, that's Harlequin romance. I mean, that's bodice rippers from way back. I think
it's the old idea of the man controlling the woman, and that's how she finds fulfillment.
Well, no, I think it's more that, she can actually acknowledge her sexual desires if he's the one in charge. I think what it is, it's interesting to me that the books were written as they came out of Twilight fan fiction, and I think one of the most appealing things about the Twilight books for teenage girls is that the main character really wants to have sex with a vampire, but he's the one putting on the brakes. And so I think the appeal for these books, to a certain degree, is it allows permission for female desire that is not really permitted in the framework of this guy is going to take over or he's going to hold things back. And I think that's why the bodice rippers were so popular. I think it wasn't because a woman wanted to be dominated. I think she didn't have a lot of venues to express herself sexually, and this theme of domination is one that permits her to participate.
But an old theme, an old idea.
Yeah.
And what about the literary value of the book? I mean, do you dismiss it because you don't think it's well written?
you know, I don't even know if that's a question to be. I mean, in a way, I think these are books about sex. These books, I mean, the purpose of these books is not great literature. The purpose is to turn people on.
And they said they were terribly written.
Right,
I mean, the author said that.
The writer.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
So then she says it's just about the sex. Then is that?
I have no idea, man. I mean, I'm so out to sea. I have no idea. I've read them. I mean, I read the first one. I mean,
And what did it do for you?
nothing. I mean, well, you know, the thing is, it's so
These literary phenomena tend to be from outsiders who got tap into something.
So do you think, I mean, it's interesting, Stephen, that you bring up porn. Do you think that this book wouldn't exist if pornography wasn't such a prevalent part of the culture now?
I have no idea. I just simply don't understand the appeal at all. I mean, I guess not. I mean, I guess it must be involved in some way, and